Crab fishing is a job that requires skill and patience. Red crabs typically live in cold, deep, and hard-to-reach waters, so fishermen must use specialized equipment for catching them. First, they lower round or square crab traps to the sea floor. These traps are baited to attract fish or small marine creatures. The traps are attached to long ropes so fishermen can easily pull them up when needed. When the red crabs come close to feed, they get caught inside the traps. Fishermen then haul the traps up, harvest the crabs, and check their quality. To fish effectively, fishermen need to understand the right timing and locations to place traps, since red crabs tend to migrate seasonally and are influenced by water temperature. Additionally, when setting traps, fishermen must also consider environmental protection and the sustainability of the crab population. Overfishing or using unsustainable methods can lead to a decline in crab numbers. Therefore, many areas require fishermen to comply with regulations regarding the minimum size of crabs that can be caught, daily catch limits, and rules related to crab breeding and development seasons. Fishermen also regularly inspect their traps to ensure they do not harm the marine ecosystem. Catching red crabs demands a combination of skill, experience, and environmental awareness to ensure long-term benefits for future generations. Besides following environmental protection rules, technology plays a vital role in improving the efficiency of crab fishing. Modern crab traps are often equipped with GPS technology, allowing fishermen to track their locations and control depth, making it easier to find and harvest crabs without damaging the environment. Moreover, some fishing methods incorporate automatic devices to pull up traps, reducing labor and waiting time. However, balancing technology use with ecosystem protection is crucial, as over-reliance on technology can cause unforeseen negative impacts. Therefore, close cooperation between fishermen and regulatory agencies is necessary to ensure sustainable crab fishing and the preservation of this valuable natural resource. Another important aspect of crab fishing is preservation and processing. Red crabs are an important seafood commodity, so after catching, they need to be handled carefully to maintain the best quality. Red crabs are usually stored in refrigerated containers to keep them fresh, then either processed on-site or transported to processing plants, where they are cleaned, boiled, or prepared into specialty dishes such as steamed, grilled, or fried red crab. Proper preservation helps maintain freshness and nutritional value, making red crabs highly sought after in international markets. However, sustainable use of red crabs requires strict enforcement of resource management and processing measures to protect the species, marine environment, and promote the long-term development of the fishing industry. Beyond preservation and processing, crab consumption also depends on market and trade factors. Red crabs are an important export product, especially to countries like Japan, South Korea, the United States, and Europe. Thus, fishermen and producers must meet stringent quality and origin standards for red crab products to enter international markets. Ocean conservation and sustainability certifications, such as those from the Marine Stewardship Council, MSC, are increasingly important as they build consumer trust in the products they buy and encourage businesses to pursue sustainable development. In addition, the demand for red crabs surges during festive seasons, especially at the end of the year, when red crabs become a special delicacy at upscale parties. This creates significant business opportunities for the fishing industry, but also increases pressure to protect natural resources. Therefore, the red crab fishing sector requires not only advanced techniques and technology, but also close collaboration among fishermen, processors, government regulators, and environmental organizations to maintain sustainability and ensure the long-term growth of the red crab fishery. Scientific research and technology are playing an increasingly important role. Researchers are exploring new methods to monitor and manage red crab populations, including the use of biotechnology and remote sensing technologies to track the movement and development of crabs in their natural habitat. This helps identify the right locations and times for fishing, preventing overharvesting and supporting marine resource recovery. The development of ecological regeneration models is also underway to better understand the reproductive cycle of red crabs and to implement effective protection measures. For example, during the breeding season, establishing marine protected areas or no fishing zones is a strategy used to safeguard red crab populations. This approach not only supports the growth of the crabs, but also preserves the biodiversity of the marine ecosystem. Furthermore, community education and raising awareness about sustainable fishing practices are critical parts of protecting red crab resources. Fishermen and stakeholders need to fully understand the impacts of unsustainable fishing and the long-term benefits of maintaining sustainable methods and protecting the marine environment. When all parties work together, the red crab fishery can thrive without harming marine resources, creating a sustainable resource base for future generations. Another key factor in sustaining the red crab industry is adopting new technologies and modern management methods. Fishermen have begun using automated crab traps equipped with crab recognition technology, which helps reduce bycatch of non-target species and undersized crabs. Smart monitoring systems connected to tracking devices also allow fishermen to precisely locate traps and conduct quick checks without repeatedly hauling them up, minimizing environmental impact. Additionally, developing seasonal fishing strategies and controlled harvesting methods is essential. Red crab spawning areas are strictly protected, while catch limits are enforced in other regions. Local authorities and international organizations also cooperate to enforce fishing rights regulations and international monitoring programs to ensure compliance with sustainable fishing practices. Another important aspect of the red crab industry is market development. Red crabs are increasingly regarded as a premium food item, popular not only in high-end restaurants but also appearing in upscale supermarkets and seafood markets. However, to sustain this growth, consumers need to be well informed about the origin of red crabs and sustainable fishing methods, thereby encouraging the red crab industry to develop in a way that conserves natural resources. Finally, comprehensive cooperation among countries, non-governmental organizations, and fishing communities is key to ensuring that red crab resources are harvested responsibly and sustainably. When all these factors come together, the red crab fishery can not only drive economic growth, but also protect the marine environment, providing lasting benefits for future generations. Another important factor in maintaining the sustainable development of the red crab industry is strengthening the involvement and oversight of community organizations and local residents. Coastal communities, where fishermen live, play a vital role in protecting marine resources because they are directly engaged in managing these resources. Creating forums and networks that bring together fishermen, scientists, and regulators will help build effective monitoring systems, facilitate the sharing of experiences, and promote sustainable fishing practices. Community monitoring projects allow fishermen to participate in inspecting and tracking fishing activities in their areas, promoting transparency and reducing illegal fishing. Additionally, financial incentives and support are crucial for encouraging sustainable red crab fisheries. Local and international organizations can offer low-interest loans or technical assistance to help fishermen invest in environmentally friendly equipment and fishing methods. Finally, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.